Is gig driving going to be over soon? Now, for some of you guys, the answer is going to be yes. Some of you guys, it's going to be no. It's going to be really market dependent and goal dependent. Now, I keep hearing from time to time and more recently that gig driving's ending. It's going to come to an end very soon. And again, this is going to really depend on your market and also your goals. Some people are doing this full time. Their bills may be different than another person's. So maybe for one person, it's still worth it for them in their market. Another person, it might not be worth it in their market to come out here anymore. And then in that case, for them, yes, it's over for them. They can't make the money that they used to be able to make to meet their goals, whether it's to pay bills, pay off debt, or whatever they're coming out for. But everybody's reason for coming out here, which I've mentioned many, many times, varies across the board. Everybody has different reasons. But I don't think gig work is coming to an end. I do think that you need to diversify when it comes to the apps. You can't just focus on one app anymore. Hence why I have multiple apps. Now, I do not drive full-time anymore, just drive a few hours on the weekend and to create content to help others out there to try to help them maximize their earnings. But when it comes to coming out here and making money, you just can't rely on one app anymore. You do have to have multiple apps. And sometimes an app that was working really good for you in your market dies off. That's why it's always good to have other apps that you've signed up for. Now, granted, a lot of people are being put on waiting lists, but that's why you have to try out different apps from DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, Ubereats. There's Uber, there's Lyft if you want to do rideshare. I know some people don't want people in their car, but if you don't mind having somebody in your car picking them up and dropping them off somewhere, then that is also another way to make some money. And I know some of you guys will do Uber or Lyft as well as food delivery and as well as Instacart and Spark drivers. So you kind of have to learn how to multi-app with a variety of different apps in your market for the apps that work best in your market. So it's going to really depend on each individual whether or not driving is coming to an end. I also feel like grocery delivery is a big thing. All of the apps are starting to do this, and it's keeping a lot of people busy between doing groceries and food delivery. Again, you just got to kind of diversify to be able to come out here and meet your goals. You can't rely on one app anymore. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you still doing gig driving? Are you able to do it full-time, or were you full-time and had to go to part-time and get a W-2 just because your market has slowed down? Let me know your thoughts. Or are you juggling like 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 apps to be able to meet your goals? Everybody has a recipe to be able to make it out here to meet their goals. But I don't think gig driving is going to be ending anytime soon for a lot of people out here. You just got to try to make it work for in your market, meet your goals. And if it doesn't work for you in your market, then of course you have to say goodbye. You always have to do what's best for you. So we're going to get the apps turned on. We're going to see what the first offer of tonight brings in. It is Friday night, so of course you would think it's going to be busy, but sometimes it just isn't. It is dinner time, so let's see what the first offer is. I'm sure it's probably going to be a decline as usual, but we're going to hold out for a reasonable offer as always. So let's get the apps turned on. All right, guys, believe it or not, the first offer for tonight was not a decline, but a reasonable offer. I will take it. It would be nice if it was always like this, but it isn't the case, as you guys know. $8.04 for 4.5 miles for Wendy's. We are here right now. We're gonna go check on this order. This Wendy's location is usually pretty good. Last time I came in here to this location, there was a storm going on and they didn't have my order. The machine shut down and I ended up not getting the order. So there's no storm tonight, just a little bit colder. It's been raining off and on, but yeah, we're gonna go in there and check on this order.
You have a pickup?
Yes, for Kevin O with Ubereats.
That's fine, because I'm just getting done with it.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, there you go, ma'am.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. We are starting the evening off good. Hopefully it stays this way. They were finishing up the order as I was coming in, which is nice. Customer 12 minutes, 4.1 miles. They are in an apartment, and they left some instructions, which is always greatly appreciated. So let's go get them their food. Hi there. How's it going?
Good.
Good. There's that for you. And your meal.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks. So first order of the night is dropped off. Now it was a meet at door, and typically what I like to do with the meet at doors is I will message them that I'm on my way so they'll be prepared, because if you've been driving a while, you know what the meet at doors, you knock, they don't answer. So when I got to their apartment complex, or pulled up in front, or the husband pulled up in front, I've arrived. So I'm walking up, customer opens the door, handed it off to him, worked out absolutely perfect. But before we get out of this apartment complex, I do want to mention, because there's a lot of newer drivers that are coming into this space all the time, especially for the holidays, you know, trying to earn a little extra money. Well, one thing that you need to be sure that you are doing is tracking your mileage, because this is a huge tax write-off. Now, if you're not doing this already, there is an app called Solo that will do this for you and more, like estimate your state and federal taxes. You can also put in expenses, like if you purchased a hot bag or a phone holder or maybe a cart to do grocery deliveries. Those are write-offs because you're using them for business use. It'll also track your income. In certain cities, there's guaranteed earnings. Just a ton of features for us gig drivers all in one place, which is nice. So you can keep track of everything right there. And you can also input income from, let's say you did a pet sitting job over the weekend, to track everything all in one place, which is nice. You can also see what the best paying apps are in your market, which is super helpful. So if you are interested in trying out Solo, I do have a link down below in the description for a 7-day free trial. Now, if you do end up signing up for Solo because it's working out for you, you will get a $10 sign up bonus. And also keep in mind, you can write Solo off because you're using this for business use. So it's definitely a great app to check out. That way you're making sure your mileage is tracked, as well as any other expenses, because you do want to write those things off. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of this complex and see what else we can line up. I'm gonna get the apps turned on. All right, guys, got a decline of $4.03 for 3.4 miles. That's an obvious decline. And then Uber Eats brought me in a Trip Radar, $10.08 for 5.5 miles. If you're not familiar with Trip Radar, it's offered to multiple drivers. You tap the match button if it's a good one and hope you match, and I did. So I got it. We're going to McDonald's to get this order. Now, this McDonald's I don't pick up from a lot. It's been actually quite a while, if it's the McDonald's at least that I'm thinking of, but we're on our way. Happy I matched with this one. So not bad, $10.08 for 5.5 miles. We're on our way. Hello. Order was ready for me, sitting on the counter, which is awesome. Did you guys know McDonald's, at least this location, they have a sign like when you're walking into the door that you can get a bag of ice for $3? I guess if you need ice and McDonald's is closer than a store, that might be a possibility. But I was like, I didn't know they sold ice. Very interesting. Let me know if you guys knew that, but I've never seen that before unless it's like a new thing. But let's go get this customer their order. Actually, usually I'm prepared. Let me get back into my app. I didn't even verify. So verify, order verified, complete trip, 7 minutes, 2.2 miles, and it's a house. We're on our way. So got the order dropped off. This drop off was like a little further out typically don't like coming out this way, but it is what it is. Not too far. It's kind of more, you know, the country, the back roads, but orders dropped off. We're going to head back into the zone where, you know, the city is, and see what else we can line up, and hopefully another good one will come in. It looks like we're on a roll tonight, which is awesome for a Friday night, because sometimes you just never know. Now, granted, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings around dinner are typically the times that I like to come out, because that's the busiest times for me, at least. But sometimes once in a while, you just never know. You come out on one of those evenings and it's just slow or just terrible orders coming in. So like that I'm getting some good ones, so we're gonna get out of here. So it took a moment to get an offer after we got, you know, back into our area. A lot of terrible offers were coming in. They're coming in, but they're no good. Of course, I was getting concerned. But here is the offer of the night. $4 for 6.1 miles. And you would have to pick up 2 pizza orders from Round Table. Now, my experience with pizza from Round Table on a Friday night is you are more than likely going to have to wait for these pizzas. Would you guys wait for 20 minutes, 30 minutes for $4 for 2 pizzas from Round Table? That's an absolute no. And I have DoorDash coming in. They want to do an add-on on top of the order I already have, which is actually not a bad one. $6 for an additional 192 feet, which I will take it, add to route. Anyways, the answer should be no. That offer is just terrible. Let me get back into there. Of course, I declined it and then got this offer. This is where we're at right now. Mazelton, $10, 3.7 miles. So we're going to go in there and pick up this order. And then I just got an add-on for that $6 for 192 feet additional. So supposedly it's very close to the drop off for Mazelton. So we're gonna go in there and get this order, and then the sushi restaurant is literally right in the same lot. So we'll pick them up here and get these wheels to moving. Hi, I'm picking up for Natasha with DoorDash.
Natasha, DoorDash. Enchiladas, Spanish rice. Yeah, can
Perfect.
you please confirm?
Yep. There you are.
Thank you. Yeah, you have a good night.
You too. Mexican food was ready. I don't think they're very busy in there because I walk in and all the employees are like standing at the front, but hey, works out for me. Got my order. So we're at Sushi Zen. We're gonna head in there and get the sushi. Hi, just checking on for Natasha with DoorDash. Is that one perfect? Perfect, thank you. That sushi place was packed. I go in there, the lady's like looking through the orders, and then there's like a bench with people on it, somebody else waiting for an order. The shelf that usually has to-go orders was empty, so thankfully the order that they were working on bagging up was mine. Worked out perfect, and the add-on that I accepted is actually for the same customer, same name, same last initial, which is awesome. So that turned out perfect. So let's go get them their food. Both orders are dropped off. Love how this add-on worked out perfect, especially being at the same customer's house, and both restaurants were like in the same parking lot, and the order ended up being $18.50, which is awesome. A little bit more than what I had originally thought it was gonna be. So tonight has not been a bad night at all. The wheels have been moving. Of course, there was like that moment where nothing but bad offers are coming in, and it happens. You always got to hold out for what's reasonable for you. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys right here. Always so much appreciate you guys riding along with me as always. And of course, if you did enjoy the ride along, please do give the video a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.